Well, hello there, everyone. It's Mr. Sunshine, Locksmith Eddy, coming back to you live right here in beautiful sunny South Florida Wednesday as things are taking place. And you know what? I was actually going through some of my stuff here, and I needed an extra pick, and I found my one of my pick sets here that I wanted to figure out. We have a little discussion today. For those of you that were watching earlier, this is the electric lock pick that I had made earlier this morning. You can see it is Lindy Anna Morgana. Lindy, good. I don't know if it's afternoon yet or not. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it is afternoon, almost 1 o'clock. We're going to show you a little bit of what's causing all this in sunny South Florida. For those of you joining us, this is what I just made this morning, an electric lock pick. So I was going through my lock picks, and I found this in my toolbox. This is a First Seneca bag. This is what's called an Arco bank bag, okay? It's just something I use to carry some of my picks. This actually, Arco bank bag, it slides in here. This actually locks it down. Once this is in there as such, and it locks down as such, it actually locks this from opening up. This is the key for it. Once you have the key out, which is stuck in there like that, there it is. There's the Arco bank bag. I made this years ago. This is an Arco bank bag out of Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. It's a heavy-duty zippered bank bag. You actually put the key in it. Once you turn it, it raises it up, and then you can open up the zipper. Well, what I did was I keep all my picks in here, so we're going to show you a little bit about what a lock pick looks like. My collection of picks over the years. There it is right there. Okay, so we have that empty. These are assorted lock picks. Again, we showed you this earlier. This is a pick gun. These are right-hand picks. They have the rake. This is a rake style here. There is a ball and a half right there. And these picks, everybody has a different feel. Everybody has a different preference. This is your diamond pick. All right, and what you do is you slide that in a lock, and you're actually manipulating the pins inside there in order to get them up to the shear line in order for it to open up. So, as a matter of fact, we got double ball there. There's a double ball. Each one you would have to actually use until there's a triple ball. All right, you can see how they're used in the different configurations. Now, the right-hand pick, these are right-hands. Again, they're the same. These are the right-hand mini picks for smaller cylinders. This would be a probe that you could probe in there and push each individual pin up. So these are just a few. I have other picks laying around every place else. But to go with this is only 50%. This is only 50% of the lock picking mechanism that you need. You have to actually use something to turn the cylinder. You actually need to have the turn cylinder. As a matter of fact, let me get the... We'll use this as an example. I used this earlier today. All right, you can actually stick your pick. Well, this here is one that you're going to use to pick each individual one, but you need something in order for the key to go in. You need to turn it. All right, you need to turn it. So with the pick in there, that's 50% of the, we'll use this so you can see a little better. Once you put that in there, all right, but you need something to turn it. So these here are assorted tension wrenches. These are actually what fits into the lock. We'll set this over here for right now. This actually fits into the lock, such as like that. All right, and then you're able to put a little bit of pressure on that cylinder. So when you're using your pick, I don't even know. Let me see if I can actually pick this. I like to use the diamond pick. So we're going to put a little pressure on that. Little pressure. This is a 5-pin tumbler quick set key. You can see that right there. Made by Arco, die cast lock. So by sticking this in here as such, we're going to work this in order to get and there it is. Look at that. I got it open already. Look at that. There it is right there. In a matter of 2 seconds, we had it open. There it is. It's locked back up again. We're going to actually get this back in there. There it is. Yeah, it's locked up now. Okay, so it's locked up. We will go ahead. You see that? It's locked up just like that. So we will go ahead, stick that pick back in there. 5 pins. Try to get this in there. And there it is again. There we go. So we have 2 of them. There it is. There it is turned yet again. So there it is. Put it back up into the lock position. All right, so there you go. You have the basics. All right. So we have different type of tension. This would be a lighter one. Here is a heavier one for more stronger tension on a more tighter tolerance lock. We also have this. This is actually a key extractor. A lot of times, if someone breaks their key off in the cylinder, they break it off, the head's off, the key's sitting in there. This you can actually screw in alongside the key in order, just like that. It's a spiral heavy-duty steel. And once you screw it in, you're actually able to pull it, and you'll pull the broken key out, providing that it is in the lock position. If it's not in the lock position, naturally, the pins are going to hold it, and you're not going to be able to get it in. So by screwing that in alongside that cylinder, wherever you can get it, either up on top or on the side, this will slide in alongside. It's hardened steel with teeth on it, and it'll actually grab the key and pull the key out. We got a couple other ones here. Most of these are just regular. Well, here's some picks without the handles on them. There's a nice big one that would be used in a heavy duty in a wafer lock. Again, another one you could set each pin while you turn the tension. Now, with the amount of pressure and tension, just enough, I don't even know if I can do it with this one. Just with enough, we can get them all in. There it is again. There you go. There you go. We got to turn yet again. So there's your lock right there, turned in and out. You can use any one of these picks. Here, look at the size of this one. There it is, some big, serious. Look at the size of that. That's a big one there to go inside of that lock. All right, to say the very least. We also have double-sided for the Chicago lock that has a double side on both sides. This would go in to do the top and the bottom half. And again, you're going to need a tension wrench in order to turn it. So we're going to set this back aside over here for now. And that's what I just went through there and I found these in my assortment here. So I don't think I'll ever have to buy any more picks or tension wrenches anytime in the near future. So that's what that is. Shims. Here's a little shim. If you can't pick the lock on a mortise cylinder or something like that, as a matter of fact, on a mortise cylinder such as this is on the front of an aluminum storefront door. You would take these 2 screws out. This would come out, and then you take this shim and slide it all the way in there as you have a key on this side. You could actually put this in, use a pick, but most likely you would set this up there, and then as the pins go up, you're going to be able to slide that all the way through until the cylinder turns. So you would either use a blank, you could use a key blank that would fit that. That actually is an SC1. You'd slide it in, it would push all the pins up, and as you slide it out, you'll gently slide this shim in through until it's open. So there it is, a little tutorial of Locksmith Eddy on that. For my locksmith friends out there that are still making the Arco bank bag. This came out of First Seneca Bank. This was the number of the key box. To make a key for these, right on the inside of the lock, right here on the side, you're going to find a key code on there. And as a matter of fact, there's the key code right there. Why Y3250. So if you have the code source or the HPC code books or online discs, you would type in YY3250. It would tell you it's an Arco bank bag, and then you would use the, this is the 1131 blank, Arco blank, that would fit that. You would cut it by code. You could see, now this is the extremely difficult to pick for the fact that you have a really deep pin up front and then you got real high pin up here. So you would actually have to get that pick in there to move it around several times in order to get this deep cut in line with the shear to this really high pin way back here. So you're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're talking about a 7-pin lock in here, all right, made for banks so that they would zip them up. And you try to impressionists, forget about it. You're going to spend a hell of a lot of time, waste a lot of blanks when you could just use the key code and punch it out on your HPC CodeMax, or cut it out on your Freeman or your HPC 1200 key machine. So there it is right there. You can see that it pops open, locks it back down, and you're locked up. So whether we're talking about bank bags, whether we're talking about bank vaults, safe deposit box locks, stuff like that, Mr. Sunshine, Locksmith Eddy knows the game better than anybody. So there it is, a little tutorial today. The reason I'm doing it, I'm sitting here, I got to go do a job, but I was looking for an extra pick to put in my van, and I found this whole big bag that I've had probably over for 30 years. I've had this bag for about 30 years, all the way back to Grindstone, Pennsylvania, back in 1985. So I found what I needed, I took what I needed, and I figured, you know what, we'll do a little video. So you have the basics. Now, most of you, if not all of you, and that would go for everybody, has some type of a lock on their house, on their car, on their garage, on their warehouse, chastity belts. All right, chastity belts, same type of deal. It's going to take pins or wafers in there. You're going to need a pick. You're going to need a tension wrench to turn it and get it open in order to make a key for it. So there it is, Mr. Sunshine. We're just, if you have a lock on your front door, you're going to, naturally, you're going to use a key or the new keypads that you have the electronic lock. But for all intents and purposes, this is what you would do in order to open up a door on your house, garage, even your car and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and zip this back up. We're done with this. Use the key. Open it up. I got to put this one more. So if we're going to sit here and talk about locks and lock picks and cylinders and stuff like that, this actually goes down like that. It locks in. Nope, it didn't go all the way in. It's got to go all the way in there. Then it locks down. Just like that. So there it is. Locked in, ain't going to go anywhere. All right, I hope you enjoyed that, Mr. Sunshine. Locksmith Eddy coming to you live right here, right now. I hope you enjoyed that. John Stanislaw, Johnny, coming out of Fayette County, Pennsylvania. Well, John, now you know. As a matter of fact, I saw that my former house and warehouse is currently on the market. It went up for sale last week, from what I see. And Locksmith Eddy put it all together down there in Fayette County, Pennsylvania. Hope you're having a great day today, Mr. Sunshine. Coming to you live right here, right now in sunny South Florida.